And truth be told, I feel like as human beings, we spend a lot of our time trying to acquire something, whether that's, more money so that we can provide for ourselves and take care of our family, or just trying to reach a certain point in our life of true success. And we don't really take the time to realize how rich we actually are at this very moment. The term rich itself is subjective. So my version of being wealthy or having a lot is going to be completely different from the next person's. And even then, something that's so superficial, such as currency, we need to learn how to take the value away from that period and understand that what we do have, if you have a supporting family, if you have, people around you that's showing love, to me, all of these things are much more worthwhile. You can have all the money in the world, you can have all the nice cars, and you can still feel empty. And that's because no form of currency can suppress true darkness that you may have inside of you. It doesn't matter what you acquire in this lifestyle. If you are not happy and content with who you are on the inside, then you will never be happy and you will never feel complete. But when you're surrounded by love, when you're surrounded by positive energy, when you have people there that genuinely care for you, that's when you may feel at your best or feel whole. So I really wanted to get on here today and emphasize the importance of valuing the things that are present in our life. Of course, we all want to be financially stable. Of course, we all want to have enough money to take care of our peoples and our loved ones. But at this very moment, you are rich, whether you realize it or not. And it's so funny because I just feel like growing up, everybody's taught to think of this phrase or this term rich as being something that's external. But more importantly, it's something that's inside of you. It's something that you have to develop and allow to grow. You have to learn how to change your perception on the real world so that you can allow this currency to build up inside of you. I don't know if y'all have ever been around those type of people that are just super energetic and positive and it seems like nothing can break them down. When I see these type of people, I automatically assume that they've allowed themselves to get to that point mentally where they're so rich that they don't allow anything to break them down. They're so consumed and content with who they are and the things that they may have went through in their life that it does not matter how much money they have. It does not matter what things they may go through in their lives. They're still going to remain positive and happy because they understand that not only is life short, but this is really where the true value is. Being able to look at yourself in your lowest moments and still feel whole, still feel complete, not allowing the lack or, just not necessarily having something to break you down. And truthfully, this is one of the things that always keeps human beings just on this constant pursuit and chase for more. Not only is it greed, but it's comparison. Comparing your life to the next person's and how what they have can potentially change your life. But you're not that person. You will never be that person. And you should never look at the next person who may have more than you and compare it to your life in any way, shape, or form. Now, is it a problem to go out and want better for your life and to want to be successful? Of course not. But really taking the time to value what you have around you. And I learned this in roughly 2020, when my grandma passed away, because I'm not going to say I took her for granted, but that was one of the first times that I've ever lost a family member. And it didn't matter how much money I had at that time. It didn't matter how good I may have been doing. I still felt super low. I still felt broken because the form of richness that I was chasing had everything to do with currency rather than building memories, rather than building that love up with the people that I have around me. And then that's when I realized that being rich is really just that form of happiness that you develop within yourself. Being rich is having people there that support you and that love you, or friends around that actually want to see you win, and taking the attention away from anything monetarily. Anything that, may increase your income or anything that you have to, let's just say, work for is cool. But there's way more important things in life to focus on that would make you rich than some form of currency. Having a sense of gratitude is one of the things that can change your perception on life tremendously. If you just wake up and just be thankful for what you have, if you just wake up and choose to be positive rather than just being negative, and appreciating everything that you may have in your life, even if it does seem very, very small, this is what's going to be the difference maker. Because when you do get to that point where you acquire the resources that you may feel like you need, you're going to appreciate it much more, and it's going to be way more worthwhile because at your lowest moments, you were still thankful. At your lowest moments, you still allowed yourself to feel rich when you may not have had nothing or you didn't have much of anything. And I really do feel like life is just so crazy because we spend years and years of our lives trying to chase this form of success and trying to acquire this net worth or get this much amount of money in our bank accounts. But when everybody that I see that get to that point, it never does what they thought that it would have done. It never makes them feel whole. It never makes them feel complete. So this form of success and richness that everyone is chasing just seems so superficial. And if it wasn't, then everybody that would be on that constant pursuit will feel content afterwards. And 9 out of 10 people that I've personally met are not content. Just think about any interview that you may have seen, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram. I guarantee successful people that we look up to, or whatever you want to call it, you have somebody like mentors, they'll always tell you money is not everything. Money is cool to take care of your family, to provide for yourself, but money does not make you happy, and money does not make you rich. Be thankful for where you're at. Be thankful for your struggles at this very moment, because it's what's going to turn you into the person that you need to be. But you don't have to constantly compare yourself to the next person. With social media, with all these different moving, parts that are going on around us, I know it gets easy to lose that confidence that you may have in yourself when you have people blowing up on social media at 15 years old, making millions of dollars. But that is the position that God put them in. That does not have anything to do with you. That doesn't have anything to do with your journey. If you want to use it as motivation, great. But do not look at the next person as if they're better than you, because we're all human beings at the end of the day. We all have a time where none of the things on this earth are going to matter anymore. So take the attention away from anything monetarily and put it on what's inside. Put it on the things that actually matter, like developing yourself mentally and trying to reach new high points and trying to grow, trying to build memories, trying to build, a foundation of love for all of your family members and everyone around you to thrive in. And really just take the time today to just focus more on being thankful. And this was one of my hardest things to ever fully adapt, because I was just always such a negative person. And when I learned how to just look at my life and what I had going on and just be thankful, it just put me in a way more, positive spirit. I realized that it's people in jail right now, it's people in prison that are never going to be able to walk the streets again. People that are never going to be able to go outside and touch the grass again. But I can go and do whatever I want. I have free will. I have the, ability to get up and go be free and be me. And a lot of people do not have that. So I'm rich in that sense. We're all rich in our own special and individual ways. You just have to determine what this version of rich is to you. What things actually matter to you deep down, aside from any form of currency, and put the value on those things. If you're a family person, your version of rich may be having those around you who, you can make memories with. If you're a lover or you're in a relationship, your version of rich may be being out with your partner and making new memories or things of that sort. Whatever the case may be, we are all rich in our individual ways, and we need to learn how to put the focus and the emphasis on the things that we have currently in our lives, because at the end of the day, there's somebody wishing that they had or they were in a position to do the things that we're doing. There's somebody in a position right now that may be watching this video who wish that they had their own place, who wish that they had their own car to drive. So take the time today to be thankful. Take the time today to understand that you are blessed, and life will only get better for you once you start to show a sense of gratitude for the things that you already have. But if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much. It's your boy Blue Jay Tay. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.